Hello folks, it's now time for game 17 of my run of Jeopardy for the NES console. I currently have a 16 game winnings total of an even $150,000, and I'm looking to add on to that. My opponents are Keith and Irene. Categories of Dickens, pennies, begins with I, Chicago, keynotes with key in quotation marks, and filthy folks. Dickens for 100. City in which Dickens' old curiosity shop really exists. London. Okay. Chicago for 200. Chicago's east side is actually this large body of water. What is...
Peter Carlisle says he still plans to move forward with the project. The financial report was initiated by Governor Lingle. Some of the findings include the project costing $1.7 billion.
What is the Chicago River? Probably wrong, but I hesitated. No.
It is no surprise.
Lake Michigan. Keynotes for 200. Lawyer and patriot, best remembered for the words to the Star Spangled Banner. Who is Francis Scott Key? Yep, I'm out of the hole. I'm going to go to keynotes for 500. During the 19th century, this Florida city was a major cigar-making center. What is Key West? Uh-huh. Keynotes for 400. Max Senate's movie police force. Max Senate's movie police force. Keystone Cops. Oh, I misspelled cops. Yep, it was supposed to be a C instead of a K. Begins with I for 200. When an irresistible force meets this kind of object, something's gotta give.
Well, what are we up against with those running rebels? Preview of tomorrow's UNLV football game.
Immovable. Pennies 100. According to the proverb, this is a penny earned. What is a penny saved? Yeah. Back to keynotes for 300. For 100. Area on a basketball court, or what a voyeur peeps through. What is a keyhole?
From Calco High School.
Yep. 300 keynotes. This 48 Bogart and Bacall film also starred Edward G. Robinson.
I bet you guys started a new game.
Key Largo.
Turn up everything on the Wii.
Chicago for 100. Chicago is the home to the world's first and the world's tallest of these structures.
Everything on the Wii hit.
Skyscrapers, what I was thinking. Begins with I for 100. Andrew Johnson was the only president to undergo this censure. Impeachment. Filthy Folks for 100. Religious sounding nickname of the unkept cabbie in the TV series Taxi. Reverend Jim. Chicago 300. The name for Chicago's downtown area, which is surrounded by elevated trains. The Loop. Well, I've never been to Chicago, so I don't know. Chicago 400. He was the boss of the city from 1955 until his death in 1976. Mayor Daley. Pennies for 200. She's Laverne on the Laverne and Shirley series. Penny Marshall. That was my outside hunch. Begins with I 300. The 15th of March. What is the Ides of March? Yep. Back to Dickens for 200. For 3. Yeah, 200. This Dickens character was changed by the visit of the three spirits. Who is Ebenezer Scrooge? Yes. Dickens 300. He's the orphan boy who asked for more. Oh, Oliver Twist. I was trying to think of his name. I know it was Oliver something. Begins with I 500. And Irene finds the Daily Double. Risking $80 only. A personal peculiarity or mannerism, and she doesn't know. Idiosyncrasy. Filthy Folks 200. Dick Van Dyke's sooty occupation in Mary Poppins. What is a chimney sweep? Yes. And I'm supposed to play up to 15 minutes in this game. Begins with I for 400. This non-metallic element is largely extracted from seaweed. What is, iron? No.
Now, kids have stepped up against the violence rather than almost 1,000 complaints each day.
Iodine, the other one. That puts Irene in the lead. Chicago 500. Home of the atomic bomb, which was conceived beneath its stadium bleachers.
Phenomenal. Percentile gains amazing.
I don't play any Jeopardy.
University of Chicago. Pennies 300. Washington D.C. landmark on the U.S. 1-cent piece. What is the U.S. or maybe the Treasury? No.
What was?
I think it's the White House.
You don't want to play that?
Oh, it's the Lincoln Memorial. So I knew Lincoln was on the penny, but it didn't occur to me that it was the Lincoln Memorial. Yep. Dickens for 400. It is a far, far better thing that I do than I have ever done.
Take a bath.
A Tale of Two Cities. Dickens 500. Magwitch befriends Pip in this novel. Great Expectations, that's it. Filthy Folks for 300. Simian nickname given to auto mechanics. What's a grease monkey?
I could see green.
Filthy Folks 400. Peanut's character described as carrying soil of Egypt on him. Who's Pigpen? Why are you standing on that? Yep. And Filthy Folks for 5. Clint Eastwood played this hard-bitten San Francisco cop. Yeah, I was gonna say Dirty Harry. Yep. Pennies for 400. Chicken Little's Confidante. Penny, of course. Last one. In 1943, because copper was scarce, pennies are minted with this, then coated with zinc. Steel. So Irene was up to 1220. I'm in the lead with 1500. Keith is on the board with 200, so he picks first. Chemistry, hold your horses, bodies, water, brother and sister, eat your veggies in double trouble. Hold your horses 200. Looking at these is the best way to judge a horse's age. What are teeth? Hold your horses for 400. Well, I found the daily double. I'll go for 1,000. One of these is equal to the energy of raising 33,000 pounds 1 foot high in 1 minute. What's a horsepower? Another $1,000. 600. Hold your horses. This term for a female foal is often heard in racing. Billy. Yep.
Tomorrow has a lake parade.
Horses for 8. This slang expression of incredulity is the title of a Marx Brothers film. Horse feathers. You gotta get a clue soon. Brother and sister for 400. In grammar school books, this brother and sister own Spot and Puff. Dick and Jane. And after I put in Dick and Jane, looks like that will be a good place for us to stop. $3,700, and I'll see you guys in part 2.